What does it mean to be a guitar player in 2026? I've been playing guitar for 20 years now, and I don't think it's ever been more confusing than it is right now. When you look around, and by look around I mean go online because that's the first place any of us go, it's a fucking sensory overload of different shit. Maybe you scroll once and it's the Guitar Olympics with some fucking incredible player shredding the cleanest lines you've ever seen. You scroll again and it's another dude pretending to shred the cleanest lines you've ever seen, but it's actually MIDI. Then again, and it's some other dude fucking shouting about how the last guy fakes his playing.
Have you or a loved one fallen victim to a video like this?
So you put your phone down, open YouTube, and then you see my stupid face talking about a guitar I've just bought that you already own. So you watch the video and decide whether I'm a good or a shit creator depending on whether you agree or not. It's a minefield. After wrestling with this absolute mindfuck for a year, I've come to the conclusion that none of this reflects what it should actually mean to be a guitar player, and I need you to tell me if I'm right. But first, let me show you something really fucking interesting / depressing. Recently I put out 2 videos on the same day at the same time with almost identical titles and thumbnails. The only difference was how they framed the state of guitar right now. Guitar is the best it's ever been, and guitar is the worst it's ever been. Being honest, I had a hunch about what was going to happen, but I can't say I'm not a little bit deflated about the fact that the negative video did almost 4 times the views of the positive ones. But there's something even more interesting about all this. When you compare the like to dislike ratios on the videos, the negative one was more badly received even though it performed better than the positive one, whereas the positive one got 100% likes. So more people are watching a video more often, that makes them more angry. This really hit something home for me, even though it makes fuck all sense on the surface. Guitar content has been around for so long now that we've seen it all. So only the most controversial or impressive stuff ever really sees any success. It really doesn't matter if you care about whatever the fuck you're making a video about, as long as it sucks eyeballs in and keeps them there for as long as possible. And I think the impact of that on guitar, let alone other niches on YouTube, has not been good at all. Listen, I'm an old man in terms of the internet, and I'm old enough to remember when YouTube used to show you videos based on how many people watched them and liked them, and that was that. I mean, we had amazing stuff like Canon Rock for fuck's sake, and you'd actually see people posting videos of them enjoying playing guitar. What we've got now is people who care so much about their self-image that they consider themselves influencers first and guitar players second. We've all been absolutely content brain, dude. But where does that leave us? Listen, dude, I get the irony. This video has been pretty negative so far, but I promise you, I've not just been crying into my energy drinks about where it all went wrong. I've got some answers for any of you who don't know where to go as a guitar player this year. And just to be clear, I'm not saying I'm above any of the stuff that I'm about to talk about. I'm pretty content brain too. The vast majority of guitar shorts and YouTube videos are made by people that are just as addicted to content as the rest of us. And they're often from people who started making guitar content because they loved the instrument, but now the guitar is more of a job for them, generally speaking. I'm certain a lot of creators love their guitars just as much as the first day that they started playing them, but the system rewards using it as a way to get out of normal work, so priorities can shift. With that in mind, a lot of people who consume guitar content want to start making it themselves, and who can blame them? I mean, I'm fucking doing it right now in my own roundabout way, but when you see the opportunities that come to people who make guitar content, it can be quite hard not to ask yourself, maybe I should start a channel. My advice is really fucking simple for this one. Absolutely do it if you care about it, but be a guitar player first. I'm far from successful. I work a full-time job. This channel does not make a substantial amount of money.
I'll just subtract it from today's profit. And there's no money in here.
Yes, some companies send me some cool shit for free sometimes. But if all of this fell apart tomorrow and I had to stop posting, I'm still a guitar player. Making guitar content is fun, but it is a fucking grind, dude. You constantly feel like you're competing. There's no rest, and it can quite easily take away time from actually playing your instrument if you let it. It turns the thing that you love into something that resembles work, and that fucking sucks ass. But if you concentrate on the parts of being a guitar player that makes you happiest, the content brain just doesn't fucking matter. If you just watch guitar content and you don't make it, you can take it for what it is, understanding that it's just engagement bait. And if you do make guitar content, you can carry on being a player first, knowing that it doesn't fucking matter if your last video got 0 views because you're still working on your craft and improving yourself. For me, I always put writing music first, and I don't do it for anyone else, I just do it for me. I consciously protect this creative outlet because it's for my happiness and progression and not for anyone else's. Obviously, it's fucking awesome when somebody tells me that they enjoyed one of the songs that I made, but not in like an egotistical, I'm top bollocks kind of way. It's more in a humbling way that someone actually enjoyed something that I put my effort and work into. Maybe for you, your internal validation comes from nailing a solo that you've been working on, or finally reaching a BPM goal that you've been grinding at for weeks. Working hard for the stuff that you really care about really fucking matters. If you let all your validation come from external sources, your self-worth disappears as soon as the attention does. And I think that if we all focused on the important stuff, then we'd see so many positive changes in the guitar community. For one, I think we'd see the entire landscape of guitar content change. There'd be more authentic playing, mistakes and all, people actually documenting their guitar journeys, instead of being so scared to post a clip because it's not quite perfect, so they edit the absolute fuck out of it, or worse, fake it just so it feels like somebody gives a shit about them. Next, I think the guitar community online will become a better place to be. Not that it's bad as it is, the vast majority of people I've spoken to have been super cool, but there are like an handful of dickheads. People who internally know the grind of improving yourself or working on a craft are always the first people to say something cool or lift somebody else up and not shit on them. It's almost always people who are unhappy with their own progress that have to drag other people down or say something shitty. All that being said, let's go back to the first question. What does it mean to be a guitar player in 2026? Well, I definitely don't think it means that you should try to be exactly what you see on any social media platform. The whole thing is such a skewed perception of what being a guitar player is all about. To me, being a guitar player means putting your enjoyment of the instrument above anything else that you choose to do with it. It means remembering why you started playing guitar in the first place. For you. All right, maybe some of you started playing guitar to get girls. Pro tip. Don't do that, because girls don't care about your guitar playing. If you can remember that everything you do with this instrument should be to make you proud, keep you progressing at something, and just be for the pure fun of it, I promise you that you'll have a much happier 2026 than those people who put their content first and grind for attention instead of personal growth. So in light of the motivational part, I want to put that mentality where my mouth is and give you a little look inside what this channel is going to be this year. Like I said, I wrestled with this idea for like the entire last fucking year, and it left me not really knowing what the fuck I was going to do with this channel, but I figured it out. I want this place to be somewhere that you can come for just some stupid, possibly sweary guitar entertainment. I've got some challenges planned, some documentaries that I want to make, just cool guitar content that you can relax with while you're like running scales or exercises and shit in your downtime. Reviews are staying in their own way too, memes and stupid jokes and all, but I promise you that you will only ever see a review on this channel if I am genuinely interested in the product. Whether I like it or not at the end is a different matter entirely. Finally, there's going to be more original music. It's what I love doing and my main way of progressing on guitar, and I want to share that with all of you. I'm aiming to put out a new track every month for 2026 with free tabs and backing tracks so that you can have a stab at learning it if you feel like it. That way, at the end of the year, we've got a collection of 12 fresh songs that can be nicely packaged into an album, which I think would be super cool. Oh, and I'm starting a second channel that's going to be purely educational content. It's going to be a laid-back vibe where beginners and inexperienced players can come to get information on anything they need to know about rock and metal guitar playing. I just want to do something to help people as well as entertain them, so that's going to be my way of doing that. And I'm probably not going to promote it a great deal on this channel because I want the YouTube algorithm to find the right audience for the channel, but if that is something that you're into, hopefully it finds you. So do you think I'm right about any of this? Because that's where I'm at, but I'd love to hear your perspective on it. Either way, I hope that you have the best year on guitar that you've ever had, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care, mate. Stay safe. Stay playing.